जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திரும்பியான் செயல் மறந்த வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to kindly remain seated. Let us now listen to the patriotic rendition of the Bharatiyar song, Parakulle Nalla Nadu Nam Bharata Nadu.
Parakulle Nalla Nadu Parakulle Nalla Nadu Engal பாரத நாடு பருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு பருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு பருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு ஞானத்திலே பரமோனத்திலே ஞானத்திலே பரமோனத்திலே உயர் மனத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே ஞானத்திலே பரமோனத்திலே உயர் மனத்திலே அன்னதானத்திலே கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த கவிதையிலே உயர் நாடு கானத்திலே அமுதாக நிறைந்த கவிதையிலே உயர் நாடு பருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே நெஞ்சில் ஈரத்திலே உபகாரத்திலே தீரத்திலே படை வீரத்திலே நெஞ்சில் ஈரத்திலே உபகாரத்திலே சாரத்திலே மிகு சாதிரும் கண்டு தருவதிலே உயர் நாடு சாரத்திலே மிகு சாதிரும் கண்டு தருவதிலே உயர் நாடு இந்த பருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு பருக்குள்ளே நல்ல நாடு நல்ல நாடு நல்ல நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு எங்கள் பாரத நாடு.
Thank you. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to light the traditional lamp, the Kuthuvilakku. We also welcome Dr. S. Sivaramakannan, physician to the Honorable Governor, to light the traditional lamp. We welcome Mrs. Subhapriya, founder and managing trustee of GK Educational Trust, to light the Kuthuvilakku. We welcome Thiru Prabhanjan, and we also welcome R. Mahalakshmi. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We now request Dr. Sivaramakannan, the physician to the Honorable Governor, who has rendered over 30 years of service, to deliver the welcome address.
A very good morning to one and all present here. I am extremely thankful and overwhelmed by the opportunity of delivering the welcome address on this very special occasion. Felicitation to the NEET achievers by Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. Indeed, it's my sincere duty to first thank our Honorable Governor for this initiative to felicitate the achievers and also for his gracious presence. Welcome, sir. A warm and heartfelt welcome to each one of you, the brilliant minds who conquered the NEET examinations and emerged as the true example of dedication, perseverance and academic excellence. It's a honor and privilege to stand before this gathering of future healthcare leaders and to share the joy of your remarkable achievements. Welcome you all. I also welcome the parents of the young achievers and the organizers. As a medical professional practicing for more than 30 years, I would like to pass on a few important points about our profession. The journey you have started upon, one of pursuing a career in medicine, is a continuous learning process. It starts on the day you join MBBS. And each and every day, each and every patient you see adds upon to your knowledge. So always keep your eyes, ears and mind open. The profession you have chosen is said to be the noblest profession, but remember, no species in the world is capable of treating a fellow species but the human being. Human being has the privilege to treat their fellow human being. So you should be proud of what you are going to do and do justification for the same. And you might have heard the word Kairasi doctor. Kairasi doctor is nothing but correct diagnosis and appropriate treatment. For that you need to be honest, sincere in treating your patients, and அதாவது உங்க மனசுல என்ன இருக்கணும்னா நம்ம தேடி வந்த பேஷண்ட்க்கு we should do some good. அது மட்டும் பண்ணீங்கனாலே everybody will become a Kairasi doctor. So as a senior colleague, I can assure you that the journey ahead will be marked by moments of immense joy, profound learning and the satisfaction that comes from healing and making a positive impact in others' life. See, 30 வயசுல எந்த ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஷனலுக்கும் 80 வயசு ஆளு 100 வயசு ஆளு கையெடுத்து கும்பிட்டு தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க, டாக்டருக்கு மட்டும் தான் சொல்லுவாங்க. So you have to be happy. Once again, I welcome you all on behalf of Raj Bhavan, and may your journey in the field of medicine be fulfilling and rewarding as you have envisioned. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that inspiring welcome note. We now welcome Thiru Prabhanjan, the All India topper of NEET UG 2023, to deliver the keynote address. And we all know that apart from acing the test with a perfect score of 720 marks, Prabhanjan also made history for his state by becoming the first candidate from Tamil Nadu to top NEET UG. Welcome, Prabhanjan.
Happy morning to one and all present here. Gratitude to Mata, Pita, Guru and Devam. Thank you for our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, other dignitaries, distinguished invitees and all officials present here. I am Prabhanjan J of Mel Malayanur, a town in the Viluppuram district. I completed my schooling up to my 10th grade in Zinji under the state board syllabus. I then moved to Chennai for my higher education and to pursue NEET coaching. I joined Velamal Vidyalaya Melayanambakam school for my 11th and 12th grade, and along with integrated NEET program. The school's coaching was very extensive and they followed an excellent process. My parents, both the government school teachers, they supported me in every aspect to achieve this success, and I would like to dedicate this success to everyone who have been part of this my journey in the last 2 years, including my parents, teachers, friends, family, and everyone who supported me in the last 2 years. And my approach has always been positive. I have never doubted myself. Like, I feel very blessed in this moment because right people did right things at the right times for me in my journey. And coming to my NEET preparation strategy, NEET is a tough exam, but it can be cracked with consistency, dedication, sincerity, and of course with the right and meticulous process. I've never keep any backlogs in my career and in the last 2 years, and I try to complete whatever is taught in school at the end of the day, or at least before the weekend, and I never carry any backlogs forward to the next week. And I studied consistently for around 13 to 15 hours a day. And coming to my exam point of view, I was very clear that I believed in myself first, and so first everyone have to believe in yourself, whatever the thing you're going to face. And most of the students who are aspiring for NEET will undergo some kind of stress in their life. I suggest de-stressing by practicing something which you enjoy the most, like it may be listening to music, dancing, and most importantly meditation. It can give you a large amount of energy, and you can again carry forward to reading. And finally, I once again thank everyone who has supported me to achieve this great success. And a special thanks to GK Educational Trust. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Prabhanjan. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to felicitate Thiru Prabhanjan with a shawl, a shield, and a stethoscope. Thank you, sir. We now request the Honorable Governor to felicitate the other NEET achievers. We now welcome Thiru S. Sanjay Prakash, whose NEET score is 705, will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Following Sanjay Prakash, we welcome Akshay, who has scored 700. We welcome M.S. Bhunesh with a score of 700. Sanjay Prakash is being felicitated by the Honorable Governor. He will be followed by Akshay, followed by M.S. Bhunesh. M.S. Bhunesh will be followed by Thiru Kishore Kumar K.S. with a score of 695. Kishore Kumar K.S. followed by Thiru T. Nandakumar with a score of 685. We welcome Thiru A. Ramkumar with a score of 685. He will be followed by Ashwant with a score of 680. Followed by K.G. Sachin with a score of 680. We welcome M. Mahalakshmi with a score of 677. R. Mahalakshmi with a score of 677. The Honorable Governor felicitated S. Sanjay Prakash, Akshay, Bhuvanesh, Kishore Kumar, Nandakumar, Ramkumar, Ashwant, K.G. Sachin, and R. Mahalakshmi. We welcome S. Sharan Shankar, who will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor with a score of 700. K.G. Sachin is being felicitated by the Honorable Governor. He has got a score of 680. R. Mahalakshmi with a score of 677 will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S. Sharan Shankar will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor, who has got a score of 700. We welcome S. Vikas, who has scored 676, and he will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S. Vikas will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. We welcome Shreya Nambiar, who has scored 672, and she will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S. Vikas is being felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Shreya Nambiar will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. We welcome K. Adikesavan with a score of 670 and he will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. K. Adikesavan will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. We welcome J. M. Prashant, who has scored 666, will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. J. M. Prashant will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. We welcome P. Hritin, who has scored 665, and he will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. P. Hritin will now be felicitated. We welcome A. Naveen Raj, who has scored 665, and he will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Naveen Raj will now be felicitated. We welcome S.A. Pranav, who has scored 665, and she will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S.A. Pranavi will now be felicitated. We now welcome C.V. Adhavan Balaji, who has scored 665, and he will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. C.V. Adhavan Balaji will now be felicitated. We welcome Kirtana Gandavasan, who has scored 662, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Kirtana Gandavasan will now be felicitated. We welcome M. Monesh Santosh, who has scored 661, will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. M. Monesh Santosh will now be felicitated. We now welcome B.K. Akshaya, who has scored 661. She will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. B.K. Akshaya will now be felicitated. We welcome S. Harshan, who has scored 660. Will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S. Harshan will now be felicitated. We now welcome Priyadarshini, who has scored 657, and she will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Priyadarshini will now be felicitated. We welcome S. Divyashri, who has scored 655, and she will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S. Divyashri will now be felicitated. We now welcome S. Jay Ganesh, who has scored 655, and he will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S. Jay Ganesh will now be felicitated. We welcome M. Dhanshika, who has scored 654, and she will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. M. Dhanshika will now be felicitated. We welcome J. A. Dhania, who has scored 652, and she will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Dhanya is now being felicitated. We welcome Sahana Mahesh, who has scored 652, and she will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Sahana Mahesh is now being felicitated. We welcome P. Vimal, who has scored 651, and he will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. P. Vimal is being felicitated by the Honorable Governor. We now welcome K. Kadir Velan, who has scored 651, and he will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S.A. Vijay Durga with a score of 685 will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Thank you, sir. The Honorable Governor will now interact with the achievers, the students.
Young achievers were heroes of the day. Their parents, GK Institute, MA Education Trust. It's a moment of pride for all of us. You know, with your success, you have made everyone proud. You have made the state proud. Of course, you have made your family proud, your school proud, the state and proud, and the country proud. And here we are, celebrating your achievement. With your achievement, you have proved that with determination and hard work, what Prabhanjan said, determination and hard work and believe in yourself, nothing is impossible. You know, NEET is a competitive examination, and it's an all India competitive examination. It is not easy to crack, but you have proved neither it is too difficult also. You can make it. This event where we decided to share the joy with you, your success, while it is your felicitation, and it must be, but it's also a celebration of the fact that each one of you is an inspiration to others. You know, in our state, which has a long history of quality education, In fact, during my college days, we used to look upon the universities in Madras, Madras State as it used to be called before it was named Tamil Nadu. So that used to be, the message in the country was that you have bright students, good educational institutions, good universities, among the best in the country. And that used to be the envy of many students across the country. And when the NEET started, an impression was given that, look, our boys and girls, they need protection, they need, they cannot face the competition. Now, we know we are in an age which is a competitive world. And in a competitive world, you have to excel. Mediocrity will not suffice. We have a very sound base, education base in our state. Our gross enrollment ratio is much higher than the national average. But that's not enough. Basic education is not enough today. In my young age, when I was a school student, and even when I was a college student, I must tell you, initial days, getting a bicycle was a luxury. And we had a prime minister, the first prime minister of the country said, India will make a definite step forward by such and such time when we will have bicycle in every house. It was not affordable. It was costing about 300, 350 rupees. But also the fact that we didn't produce so many bicycles. And in many places in the country, in the marriages, wherever there were a dowry system, the groom party will say that I must have a bicycle as a dowry. That was the stage. When we were at that stage, that was the mark of progress. Now today we laugh at it. What is this? So basic education, reading, learning, getting a degree by just, passing through general passing, getting a school degree, college degree is not enough. We have to compete. We have to compete because only when you compete, the best comes out of you. When you do exercise, the part of the body you exercise, it gets muscular, it gets build the muscle. When you do the full body exercise, you are healthy. If you don't, it becomes flabby. When you challenge a part of your body, that part of the body gets stronger. When you challenge the mind becomes stronger. If you don't challenge the mind, you can imagine, you can vegetate like a vegetable, you can grow physically, but if you have not challenged your mind, you will grow like that. We must challenge ourselves. And only when we challenge ourselves, the best comes out of us. All of you, imagine just a couple of years ago, There used to be so much hue and cry, suicide happening, students are committing, a fear psychosis was created. Our youth were scared, as if NEET is a phantom, is a demon, is going to destroy you, going to swallow you. You guys, with your effort, determination, you disproved it. Today, till a few years, hardly, when there used to be so much hue and cry, today we have the topper, the country's national topper in Tamil. This is the true aspiration of our youth. I have been traveling, meeting students, school students, college students, and I know they are very aspirational. They do not believe in what is talked about in the market. That no, our boys and girls need protection, they need shelter, as if we are intellectually disabled. No. Our young people, our young boys and girls are among the best in the world. And by demoralizing them, by saying that you need protection, you need help, you cannot face competition, we are being extremely unfair to them. You are capable of doing anything. And that is what you have proved. It is a celebration. Today, we are celebrating that a spirit of yours. I can do. I can do and I will do. This is what you have done. And that is something that should be an example to the others, other students, other aspiring students who are thinking of cracking NEET and making into the top ranks. Because we know that it is competitive, highly, plus also the fact that we have a limited number of seats. Though in the last 8-9 years, the number of seats, undergraduate seats in medical has almost doubled. At the country level, effort is being made to have more and more medical colleges. The number of medical colleges also have almost doubled in last 7-8 years. In our own state, the number of medical colleges, we have crossed over 50. Only last year we got 11 more new medical colleges. We are creating more and more medical colleges so that it's a large country. 140 crores, large country. We need to have a good health care system. We need to have a health care system which takes care of the poorest. You know, a country cannot grow if its citizens are sick, if citizens are unhealthy. Who makes this country? It's the citizens who make the country. And if our citizens are sick, unhealthy, how can we build a strong nation? No, we cannot. And that is why there is a special focus on making a healthy India. Whole lot of schemes, right from building more medical colleges, more and more medical colleges, creating more and more health infrastructure, making health care affordable for the poor, making adequate thrust on preventive health, lifestyle diseases, preventive. Somebody is likely on the borderline of being a diabetes or sugar or hypertension, detected and treated. We are making holistic effort to make this country a healthy country. Because that is the basic, the most primary requirement to build a strong nation. And you all who have cracked NEET, and you are going to be the doctor, you are going to be the healthcare provider. There are a lot of expectations from you. You know, by cracking NEET and cracking it well, cracking with distinction, you have achieved a milestone in your life. Now, the second journey begins. And in your journey hereafter, what you have achieved now, that part is over. You have moved forward. That milestone will remain because you got admission in good medical colleges. Medical colleges that you wanted to be, to study. But now, you have to study hard. Because medical profession is not, or medical studies is not an easy study. You are dealing with lives, human lives. And there is very little scope for you to fail or to commit, to have a wrong diagnosis, because people's life are in your hand. When we go to a doctor, anyone, we all go, I go to the doctor. I have my doctor, Dr. Khanna. When I have a problem, go to him, whatever he recommends, I don't question, I just blindly follow it. Anyone, we go to the doctor, we surrender ourselves. Whatever you prescribe, we believe, implicit trust in you. Nobody, no profession, no one in the world enjoys that degree of trust, implicit trust. Whatever you have prescribed, the patient will go and take it. Follow that. Now, since it's a question of life, medical study is also hard and rigorous. Hard and rigorous. So you have to study hard. And you know what? Pravanjan said one thing. Don't keep the backlog. You are first semester. No, I think I will read something. Okay, I will do it in the next semester. No. If you get into that, you are in trouble. Well, you can, once you have joined today or tomorrow, you will be able to clear it. But that's not the spirit. You must be steady. And that is the mark of success. Any field of life. Whichever field you choose, you have chosen medicine. But any field of life, one has to be steady. Because only when you are steady, you march forward with confidence. There is nothing which is a nagging monkey on your shoulder. That, okay, I have not done this. This is left behind. No. You must clear not only every semester, but I know that you will have frequent examinations, formal, informal. You have to keep clearing that. So, having joined MBBS, or it doesn't mean that now it's not like getting a service that, okay, after you have got a job, now relax. No. You have to invest yourself to be an excellent doctor. You have proved to be an excellent student by securing high marks in the competitive examinations. Now your next challenge is, among the fraternity of doctors, you must be excellent doctors, each one of you. Whichever field you choose, you must be a reference point. People must say, so and so doctor. That should be your study hard. And sometimes it is said that people often say the doctors are very bad patients. Is it so, Dr. Kandan? People they say doctors they advise others, but don't take care of your health. Take care of your health is very important. Because a doctor is not only treating by his medical or her medical knowledge, but he should also be an example. When the patient looks at you and when he sees a sick doctor, it doesn't inspire much confidence. So you must take care of your health. It's an obligation that all of you have towards yourself and to the nation, to your family and the nation, to keep yourself healthy. Giving adequate attention to your exercise, physical exercises and food. I know it is a very demanding course, but you can always find out time to take care of your health. That's very, very necessary. You know, today, India is an aspirational country. As I said, in last 7-8 years, we have doubled the number of medical colleges, doubled the seats of medical. We are all moving forward in every field. You might be reading in the newspaper every day. India today is not what it was some years back. Today, the world looks at India with respect, with expectation. And one expectation of the world also is India to be the healthcare provider of the world. Today we know in our country we have centers, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai. People come from different parts of the world for health treatment, for medical treatment. People popularly call it medical tourism. Nice way to say. But the fact is that our doctors have proven that they are among the best in the world, number one. And number two, they are caring. That is the human touch. They are best professionally in the knowledge, and the second is a patient needs care. He's a human being. It's not a machine, blind just dispense with. Dr. Kannan told you that to be a responsible doctor, to be an excellent, good doctor, you must be also be a good human being. And the good human being means one who listens to the patient. Patient, normally there is a tendency, unfortunately some doctors they do it, but others doctors don't approve it. When you go with a problem without hearing you, they write you one test, this test. It's okay, test should be done. But we are more than a machine, more than a product of a chemical reaction. As a human being, a lot of relief to a patient comes when the patient feels that, oh, doctor has given a good hearing. You know, in many cases, half the treatment is done with the confidence that the patient has. Listening to the patient. Listening to the patient, empathizing. I know, hard-pressed. I know in the hospitals, especially in government hospitals, doctors are under tremendous pressure. Sometimes I visit some hospitals, sometimes I visit All India Medical Sciences, Delhi, and I find one doctor in a day seeing 300, 400 in OPD patients. I really sympathize with them. How can? But I also admire the patience with which they deal with the patient. I know they are under enormous pressures, but I have never seen them that stress on the face, or as if, oh, done with, I'm under. They don't reflect it on the patient. And that's what makes these doctors very special. You need to be mindful of that. So in India, people come from other parts of the country, and there are demands from many countries, have more and more flights. You know, here we have a lot of patients from Middle East, Bangladesh, and other places. There is a demand from more and more from Bangladesh government, Bangladesh people. We should have many more flights to Chennai, because more and more patients would like to come for treatment because they have a trust in the doctors here. It is best quality, best care, and perhaps the cheapest. In other advanced countries, for a certain procedure, the money that they have to pay, it is only a fraction here. So they get not only relief, they get treatment, they get well, they get healed, but they also not end up becoming a broke, a bankrupt. There is a very affordable treatment. This is possible. Now we want, in the next 25 years, when the country is trying to take care of our own health of our own citizenry, we must also take care of the health care of the other needy people across the world. I have seen here people coming from United States of America. It's not only from Middle East and there's Southeastern or East Asian countries. Because they know that people come from United States of America because they know that the doctors here are equally competent, but cost is much less. So they find it easier to come to Chennai and have the treatment. You will get the best treatment possible at a much lesser cost, because there it is exorbitant. Now this, you must realize that by being a good doctor, a competent doctor, you are not only serving the nation, but you are serving the aspirations of the nation to be the healthcare provider of the world. We would like to have more and more centers in our country where people would like to come from other parts of the world for treatment, because they know that in India they will have best doctor, professionally, best caring, and affordable price. So you have a very heavy responsibility, my dear friends. Keep that in mind. And one thing I would like to suggest, that you all have come from your different schools. Occasionally, visit your school, maybe once in a few months. Tie up with the principal or headmaster, whoever, mistress, whoever is the person. Meet the aspiring students. You tell them how you made it, because your story will be far more convincing and inspiring to the aspiring students than anyone else. Any amount of motivational talk will not help as much as when you, from that school, you go once in a 6 months, 1 or 4 months, 5 months, whatever time you choose. I know it will not be easy for you. Medical course is very demanding, but there are opportunities you can find out. And I find many of you are studying here, either here in our state or Jipmer. That's what I have seen. Most of you are. You can always find a place. I would urge you, sincerely urge you, to visit your school, meet the neat aspirants, Spend some time with them, give them the tips. That will be a great service. Service to your school, from which you have come, service to the state, service to the nation. Please keep that in mind. And I like to thank the parents for standing by them, because when they are preparing for examinations, they are under stress. And if the family environment is not okay, is not good, if it adds to the tension, it makes it difficult. You have all stood by them, that helped them in concentrating their study, concentrating on their studies and achieving what they have achieved. So I thank you all the parents for standing by them. I am also very happy to have two of our students, those who have cleared the engineering from our tribal families. You also have a responsibility. You should also go to your school, talk to your friends, because they will look at you as a role model that you have succeeded, you have made it. You know? So, don't forget your school, don't forget your other colleagues, those who are studying there. Tell them your story, how you made it, and that will inspire them. Thank you very much, friends. Thank you. Thank you. Godspeed. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
You know, it was supposed to be an interaction, but it became one way. So if you have any question, please feel free. Feel free. I'll be very happy. If any of you have any question to ask, any curiosity to clarify, feel free.
Dear students, this is a wonderful platform that has been given to you. Please make use of it. So if you have any query, if you have any questions,
or any curiosity.
Yeah, right, you heard it. Any curiosity, any curious question that you want to know from the Honorable Governor, you're most welcome.
Don't feel inhibited. Don't feel you have come to Raj Bhavan, big place. No. This is just a building, nothing else. And I'm just standing before you like you have seen many of your teachers and many of your elders. It's like that. Feel free. Any question that comes to, howsoever stupid it might be, more stupid the question, more enjoyable it becomes. You don't seem to be, you are a parent, okay? Right, okay. Look, your parents are taking the lead. They have scored. Give, run.
Thank you, Excellency, for giving me the opportunity. Myself, Amma Seyappan, from Salem Steel Plant. Congratulations for the NEET achievers. For the past 5 years, our students are unable to find out the way how to make pass for the examination. Now, our children have got really very good achievement. But as a parent, I want to ask Mr. Excellency, when will you give clearance for ban the NEET? When will you give clearance to ban the NEET?
Look, I will be the last man to give it clearance. Never, ever.
Because
I do not want my children to feel intellectually disabled.
Yes,
I want our children to compete and be the best. They have proved it.
We prove it.
Never.
Our children prove it. Our children prove it.
Yes.
As per your statement, you told our standards are very high. Our medical system or all those things are better. Everything you told, sir. That achievements are achieved without NEET. That achievements are achieved by our Tamil Nadu, without NEET. That's so I am asking the question as a parent, because
What we have
spend-
achieved will
Sir?
not suffice for future. Sit down. What we have achieved without
last-
need will no longer be sufficient.
Yes,
it is
sir.
like a cycle
Yes, sir.
age. I got a bicycle, I am rich. No. We have to have the best, the fastest. It will not be.
All the achievements are done without NEET. Our doctors are done with a lot of things, sir. That's why I am asking you, because lot of parents are unable to spend the money to pass the NEET. That's why I am asking once again, sir. It's a humble request. Kindly, sir.
I am telling you very frankly, I will never give clearance to NEET. Let it be very clear. Anyway, it has gone to the president because it is a subject of concurrent list. It is a subject on which only the president is competent to give the clearance. But given to me, I shall never give it. Be sure about it. Because I like my children to grow. And I tell you for sure, there are many students who are doing it without coaching. Schools are doing the job. Many places, it is schools which have taught the students. And I know that the students, without going to any coaching institution, it is a myth. Myth that has been spread, because the teachers would not teach in the many teachers in the classes, and they would go for the coaching. No, that's not. A teacher has to be fair. A teacher has to be fair to the student. And I tell you one thing, whatever is there in the CBSE book, nothing beyond is needed. I have many students I have seen who have cleared NEET, cleared well, without going to a coaching institution, because their teachers in their schools have taught them. The book that they have prescribed, CBSE book, that is a standard. If a standard is lower than that, don't blame the standard. You have to raise the standard. CBSE's standard is a very good book, very good syllabus, and NEET is not beyond that. So let there be no confusion. NEET is going to stay in the country. I want my children to be competitive, to be the best in the country.
Thank you, sir. Any questions from the students?
Sir, I'm happy to have this opportunity to speak with you, sir. I'm R. Saran and I'm from Stanley Medical College. I feel honored to talk with you, sir. NEET gave me the opportunity to to become an MBBS student. I was not good at school, but I studied very hard for NEET. My own preparation I did, and I cleared NEET, and now I'm studying as an MBBS student. I'm so happy for NEET is there in Tamil Nadu and in India. I'm thankful for that, sir. There are many opportunities for people. Sometimes students won't do properly in schooling, or they may lose the opportunity for some reason. But NEET is providing many opportunities. One-time repeater, second-time repeater, third-time repeater. Many people are coming. In my batch itself, I have lots and lots of students, sir. They are so thankful for NEET, sir, and also. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. One thing more about NEET, a wrong impression has been created in our state, that without NEET, we were doing well. Let me tell you, my dear friend, 2016-17, when NEET was introduced, from the government schools, how many students were getting admission? If we know who are most of the medical colleges here in our state, private medical colleges are being run by people with money, with influence. They are the people who charge crores of rupees as capitation fee. The government school children were not getting admission in NEET, in the medical colleges. People with less qualification, paying more money, they used to go and get admission. I tell you, in 2016-17 when NEET was introduced, before that, from the government schools, hardly 100 or 200 students overall used to get admission from the government school, because government schools are the schools where poor children study. From there, the number was hardly about less than 200. Before NEET was introduced. Let me make it very, very clear. When the NEET was introduced, the number still came down. From the 200, the number came down. Not even 200. In fact, if you look at the data the committee on NEET, its own report you see. The gentleman who wrote the report, 10 years report he has written in that. How many students from government school got admission in medical colleges? Not even 100. and the number came down to almost 35, 40. But then the then government, in 2019 or 20, they brought out an ordinance, 7.5% reservation. Now 7.5% reservation means what? That students, those who have cleared the eligibility, from them, even if they are not on the top, from the government schools, they will give 7.5. And the number went to about more than 600. From less than 100 before NEET, now more than 600 government students are going and studying in medical colleges. This is the beauty of NEET. NEET had, before NEET, it was a commercialization. People were making money. And it was a 1,000 crore business. They were very unfair. People were misled. And it was this lobby, this powerful lobby, which was making all the noise, which was creating all the havoc. Students are committing suicide. I have not heard much news in the last 1 year. But earlier, anything, everywhere, anywhere something happens, NEET. This boy has committed suicide. One leader goes and gives 10 lakhs rupees. Another one goes, gives 20 lakhs rupees to the family. Is it the way? No. NEET has reduced corruption in medical studies. NEET has made it possible for the poor students to get admission in a good medical college. Before NEET, it was all out corruption, all out making money, where the people with money could go and study. Somebody is rich, from some foreign country has come, okay, a few crores. From here, a few crores. All, so-called capitation, donation and whatnot. And it was this business lobby which got affected, and they made all the hue and cry about NEET, and they made all this trying to say that no, NEET must go, our children need protection and all this. They were the victim, our children were the victim of this wrong propaganda created by vested interest. The people who had the money and they wanted their business to thrive, they have suffered. So they are feeling sad that look, my business, if my medical college, if I have 150 seats, means at least 150 crores a year I have lost. Because 1 crore used to be the minimum. We know all that. So NEET has done a great service to the poor students coming from the government schools, and meritorious students, those who with the merit they could qualify and go to the government colleges and study at a reasonable fees. Thank you. Any students?
This is for the students. This program is for the students, and if you have any questions, you can ask the Honorable Governor. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yes.
Sir, it is very honorable to talk to you, sir. Sir, as you said, NEET have helped me to chase my patients, sir. This is my 4th attempt, and I have scored 647 in NEET, sir. And it is my humble request that parents need to guide the students, not mislead them. So please stand by your own son or daughter and ask them to clear the NEET. Don't mislead them. Don't give them a false hope. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, friend. Thank you very much. Yes, Yabon.
Sir, I'm Vetrivel from Salem district, Tamil Nadu, sir.
You are?
I'm Vetrivel. My name is Vetrivel.
Vetrivel.
Sir, while I'm studying 12th standard, my staff said you not pass the 12th even. But I'm now clear NEET with 630 marks, sir. But my first time NEET mark was 90 marks only, sir. Out of 720, I get only 90 marks, sir. But they said right only because I not studied in schools. I'm study state, but I like to play with my friends. While studying coaching center also, night time we jump the compound and go to cinema theaters. But we want to take the NEET exam like a game, we want to play with that. We want to play with the numericals, and I like the physics most, sir. Thereby in my institution, classic NEET, Dr. T. Perisami sir was well in physics, sir. He advised me more. He said, you can do it. Like that, we want to believe ourselves, sir. That way students want to take a NEET as a game or sports, they want to play with that, sir. Every mark also they take like they want the medal, and we are going achieving next record. Like that they want to think, sir.
Thank you very well. Thank you. This is what it is. I can and I will. That is the spirit.
Yes, sir. I proved to my teachers who said you can't pass the 12th standard exam. You can't pass. But I proved them, sir.
Yes, you have disproved them, and you have proved who you are. Yes, thank you. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You are
It's an honor to speak to you, sir. My name is Kribhanidhi. I have joined in Vellore Medical College. My friends used to call to me and say those people didn't crack the NEET. Call to me and say they keep on sobbing for their failures, sir. What would be your advice to them?
What is that? Say again. Say, your voice.
My friends who didn't crack the NEET.
Okay, right. Yes. You know what? In our country, almost about people who clear the eligibility, I do not know what has been this year, but nearly about more than 2 lakhs students cross the eligibility mark. But because we have about 100,000 seats, we don't have, so about lot many of them are not able to make it, not able to either crack it or not able. If those who are not able to crack it, even the eligibility, of course, if they are serious about it, if any student is serious about any competitive examination, including NEET, has to have 3 things in mind. One, first thing, clarity in mind. Am I clear I want to be a doctor? If I am clear, not because my parents have said, not because somebody, no, you also must be a doctor, you must be, I don't want to be a doctor, but I'm being forced. Whether I have that desire, I want to be a doctor. If I want to be a doctor, then clarity. Then second is hard work. A steady hard work. If I decide to go for a competitive examination of this nature, for the next whatever 1 year or whatever the time, I have no holiday, no picnic, I will study hard. Every day, management of time. How you manage your time. Many of us, we do not manage our time properly. We believe that I am studying, but actually if you do the honest audit, only a few hours. Sitting with the books is not a study. One has to have that proper time management. And in that time management, suppose if I have subject physics, chemistry, biology, I don't like physics, so I will not study that. I like chemistry, I like biology. That's not enough. I must study that subject also. It's a strategy. It has to be. You have to give adequate time to each subject which are there in the examination. No subject should go unattended any day. So covering every subject, systematic study, and then believe oneself. If despite this something bad happens, let us say, despite this, a bad luck happens. Bad luck in what sense? At the time of NEET exam come and I fall sick. Something happens in the family, now I am not able to make it. This is a bad luck. can't help it. Sometimes it happens. But I tell you one thing, that if anyone has got these three things in life: determination, have a clarity about the goal, what I want to be; clarity, hard work with self-discipline, and belief in self. Whichever field of life you choose, even if you're not neat, other field will be open to that person. That person, because essentially, how strong you are as a human being, as strong as a person in my mind, in my belief, for which I am able to work hard. Okay, not me. I will make the best some other field. The problem is when I lose it, I feel as if the whole world is lost. This is a lack of yourself, belief in yourself. No. My dear friends, all those who have not been able to crack NEET, sit down, crack NEET without not your fault, in the sense that not bad luck happens, that something happened in the family or you fall sick, you could not attend the examination. That's the part. Think of, where did I miss? Where did I miss? Was I clear? Did I put my heart and soul in my study? Did I manage my time properly? That yes, you know what Pravachan said? 14 to 15 hours a day. That is how success comes. When you put in 14 to 15 hours in a systematic way. And I am telling all this not because of anything else. I have done it myself. I have cracked the most difficult examination in the country. When millions of people come, a few hundred are selected. So I know what it means. It is not a political talk. It is not a talk or a sermon. If you have a belief in yourself, if you have a hard work, a study, nothing is impossible. By any chance, if I miss it, there are other doors, because I have trust in myself. I will excel in other field also. If that is not there, fine, leave it. I will make it. Maybe some cases the first time they have not made it. Try again. Try again. And I am sure if we have these three elements: clarity, I have to crack. Second, self-discipline and hard work, 14, 15 hours. Third, belief in myself. No force on earth can stop the person, will clear it. I tell you. It's difficult, but it's not that difficult. It's not impossible. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And now we have the members of GK Educational Trust and Doctors Fraternity will now felicitate the Honorable Governor, for which I welcome Ms. P. Subhapriya, who is the founder and the member trustee, Thiru S. Parthiban, the treasurer, Dr. P. Nida Bhavani, Dr. P. S. Mohit, Dr. J. Satish Kumar, Dr. S. Raghav, and Mr. Saran. They will be felicitating the Honorable Governor. We have the members of the GK Educational Trust and Doctors Fraternity who are felicitating the Honorable Governor. The Honorable Governor is felicitating the members of GK Educational Trust and Doctors Fraternity. Ladies and gentlemen, now the members of GK Educational Trust and Doctors Fraternity will felicitate the Honorable Governor. Thank you, sir. Sir, Prabhanjan, the top scorer, would like to present a book to the Honorable Governor as a token of his gratitude. His parents are also joining him in presenting the book as a token of gratitude to the Honorable Governor. Thiru Prabhanjan, the top scorer of the NEET who made the state and the nation proud, is presenting a book to the Honorable Governor as a token of love and gratitude. His parents are also joining in this humble felicitation. Thank you, sir. Thank you. As the Honorable Governor rightly mentioned, we now have Miss Bhumika, who have cleared the JEE, who will be sharing her experience with all of us.
Good afternoon to our Honorable Governor Sir and everyone here assembled here. My name is Bhumika. I'm from Mullukurichi, Namakkal district. எல்லாத்துக்கும் வணக்கம். என்னோட பேர் வந்து பூமிகா. நான் வந்து முள்ளுக்குறிச்சி நாமக்கல் டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கேன். நான் வந்து லாஸ்ட் இயர் தான் 12th முடித்தேன். 12th முடிச்சுட்டு ஹையர் ஸ்டடீஸ்க்கு என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்கும்போது எங்கள் ஸ்கூல்லேருந்து ஸ்டாஃப்ஸ் வந்து எங்களுக்கு கைட் பண்ணாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி ஜேஇ மெயின்ஸ் மூலமாக என்ஐடி ஐஐடி அந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸாம் எழுதி பாஸ் பண்ணாலும் காலேஜ் போகலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி எனக்காக வந்து ரெக்கமெண்ட் பண்ணாங்க. என்னோடய ஸ்டாஃப்ஸ் தான் எனக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணாங்க. நான் வந்து ஜேஇ மெயின்ஸில் வந்து நல்ல மார்க் எடுத்து இப்போ வந்து டாப் சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட் காலேஜில் திருச்சி என்ஐடியில் எனக்கு சீட் கிடச்சிருக்கு. தேங்க்யூ. இதுக்கு வந்து எல்லாத்துக்கும் தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்லிக்கிறேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் ஐ தேங்க் டு மை tribal department director sir and principal ma'am and all the teachers and my friends, parents to all, and thank you to all.
Thank you. We now welcome Thiru Hariharan, who has cleared the JEE and going to scale up. As the Honorable Governor said, he is more committed, concentrated, and his time management helped him to reach this height, and he is going to share his experience as an inspiring story with all of us.
Fine. Good morning to our Honorable Governor Sir and government officials and teachers and my dear friends and my dear parents. I completed my last year 12th in Government Egaleva Model Residential School in Sangarai, Kollywood Taluk, Namakkal district. I studied in that school and I have attended the JEE mains examination and I have scored good marks in JEE mains and I have allotted seat for NIT Tiruchi, which is the best educational institute of Tamil Nadu. When I was born in poor family and my parents are farmers and they are not educated. In my school there is not internet facilities and another facilities. Thank you.
Thank you, Hariharan. We now welcome Ms. Divyashri S, who will share her experience as a NEET aspirant and who has scored high marks and her experience about this program today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Divyashri S. I studied in Green Park, Namakkal. I scored 655, and this was not the mark that I expect, but it happened to score this mark. But well, we have to perform well in mock test, and I did it. thanks to my school who educated me well and made me to stand here. Thanks, sir, for having me here, and thank you, everyone. And like, you have to be very determined and very concentrated. Of course, you should have fun with your friends, and I had it. And like, so firstly, like, I lost a lot of marks because of my fear in my exam hall. You have to lose your fear in every way where be. So be fearless where you are being, and you will be achieve everything that you would get it. And thanks to my parents, teachers, and everyone, my friends who guided me, and my family members. Thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Divishri. Now we welcome Nandakumar, who will share his experience.
Good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon, sir. And நான் நாமக்கல் டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கேன். என் பேர் நந்தகுமார். நான் நீட்டில் 685 மார்க்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்கேன். நான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு 10th வரையும் ஒரு ரூரல் ஸ்கூலில் தான் படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். ஃபேமிலி வந்து ஹேண்ட்லூம் வீவர்ஸ் தான். ஸோ அந்த ப்ரொஃபஷனில் வந்து என்னை ரொம்ப கொஞ்சம் நல்ல ஸ்கூலில் தான் படிச்சு வச்சாங்க. ஸோ 10th வரையும் அங்கே படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் 11th 12th நான் நீட் படிக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்டேன். ஸோ எங்கள் ஃபேமிலி வந்து கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு கொஞ்சம் நானும் என்ட்ரன்ஸ் எக்ஸாமில் கொஞ்சம் மார்க் எடுத்ததுனால அதோட கொஞ்சம் பெட்டரான ஸ்கூலில் கொஞ்சம் சேர்த்தாங்க. எஸ்கேவி ஹையர் செகண்டரி ஸ்கூலில் சேர்த்தாங்க. அந்த ஸ்கூலில் ரொம்பவுமே சப்போர்ட் பண்ணாங்க. நான் வந்து அங்கேயும் வந்து ஸ்டேட் போர்டில் தான் படித்தேன். நான் ஃப்ரெஷர் தான், ரிப்பீட்டரும் இல்லை. சரி, எங்கள் ஃபேமிலியில் கேட்டுகிட்டே இருந்தாங்க. நிறைய பேர் அது இல்லாமல் சொல்லிகிட்டே இருந்தாங்க, சிபிஎஸ்சியில் படிக்கிறவங்க தான் ஃபுல்லாக மார்க் எடுக்க முடியுது, ஸ்டேட் போர்டில் படிக்கிறவங்க யாருமே நீட்டில் மார்க் எடுக்க முடியாது இல்லைன்ட்டு. அதுக்கப்புறம் எல்லாம் ரிப்பீட்டர்ஸ் தான் வராங்க, ஃப்ரெஷர்ஸ்லாம் ரொம்ப கம்மி தான், வரவே இல்லைன்னு எல்லாருமே ரொம்ப நீட் ஜர்னியில் ரொம்பவுமே இது பண்ணிகிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. ஆனால் ஸ்கூல் ஃபுல்லாக சப்போர்ட் பண்ணாங்க. அதனால் நான் ஃபுல்லாக டெய்லியுமே ஒரு 13 to 14 hours ஸ்டடி பண்ணேன். அப்புறம் எங்கள் அப்பா வந்து ரொம்ப எந்த புக்காக கேட்டாலும் அதை உடனே வந்து வாங்கி தந்துடுவார். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி எங்கள் ஃபேமிலியிலேருந்து ரொம்ப சப்போர்ட் பண்ணாங்க. எங்கள் ஸ்கூலில் டீச்சர்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் எனக்காகவே கொஞ்சம் அவங்களும் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா டைம் எடுத்து எனக்காக சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. ஸோ இதனால் நான் ஸ்கோர் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். நீட்டில் லாஸ்ட் டைம் கூட எங்கள் ஸ்கூல்லேருந்து நீட் எக்ஸாம் கூட்டிகிட்டு போனாங்க, ரொம்பவுமே ஹெல்ப் பண்ணாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு நான் எஸ்கேவி ஹையர் செகண்டரி ஸ்கூலுக்கு நான் என்னோடய தேங்க்ஸ் தெரிவிச்சுக்கிறேன். அண்டு நீட் படிக்க வைக்கிற பேரண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாருமே வந்து ஸ்டேட் போர்ட்லேருந்து சிபிஎஸ்சிக்கு கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணுறீங்க. ஆனால் அது ஸ்டேட் போர்ட்லேருந்தே சாதிக்க முடியும். ஈவன் அந்த நிறைய பேர் பயப்படுறீங்க, நீட்டில் சேர்த்திட்டா அப்புறம் ஸ்டேட் போர்டில் மார்க் குறைஞ்சிரும், போர்டு எக்ஸாமில் மார்க் குறைஞ்சிரும்ன்ட்டு நிறைய பேர் பயப்படுறீங்க. இல்லை, என்னோட ஸ்டேட் போர்ட் பப்ளிக் எக்ஸாம் மார்க்கும் 588 out of 600 வாங்கியிருந்தேன். அதனால் ஏதாவது ப்ராப்பரான கைடன்ஸோட நல்ல புக்ஸை பேரண்ட்ஸ்கிட்ட வாங்கி கொடுத்து ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு வாங்கி கொடுங்க. ஸோ அவங்க எல்லாருமே கன்ஃபார்ம் மெடிக்கல் சீட் வாங்கிடுவாங்க. தேங்க்யூ எவ்ரி ஒன். தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Thank you, sir. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to felicitate the speakers. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate Ms. Bhumika for sharing her wonderful experience. She is from the government school and with all confidence she has cracked in JEE, and from the tribal fraternity with all the support of her parents and teachers. It is indeed an honor, and the Honorable Governor was very particular that these two come here and become an inspiring story. We now welcome Thiru Hariharan, who will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Divishri S. will be felicitated for the inspiring speech, which has instilled the confidence unto many. Divishri is now being felicitated. Tirunandakumar will also be felicitated for the wonderful knowledge sharing that if you are determined, you can achieve irrespective of the place where you are. And we are happy to inform that like he is the first doctor to become from his village. And it's a very, very prestigious moment and a very proud moment. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. We now call Ms. Joshita to propose the vote of thanks. Ms. Joshita would love to present a small token of love to the Honorable Governor. She will now propose the vote of thanks.
I stand here today as a proud and grateful student to express my heartfelt thanks to all those who have made this event possible. A special thanks to our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu for felicitating us. On behalf of all the students, I also thank the GK Educational Trust for taking measures to felicitate the NEET UG achievers. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to the beloved parents for their forever support. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we now request you to raise for the national anthem.
Adinayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidata Punjab Sindhu Gujarat Maratha Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jalati Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashisha Mage Gahe Tava Jaya Gata Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He.
We now request the NEET students to join us at the main lawn for a group photograph with the Honorable Governor. Only the NEET students, only the achievers and the NEET students alone, please move to the main lawn for a group photograph with the Honorable Governor. We humbly request the others to stay back. NEET students alone, please head on to the main lawn. Parents and others kindly stay back. The students, the achievers, the top achievers, we request you to move to the main lawn for a group photograph with the Honorable Governor. We request the parents to stay back. We request only the students to. We request only the students. It's a humble request, please. We request the students alone to move to the main lawn for a group photograph with the Honorable Governor. The others kindly stay back.
மைக் ஸ்டேபிளர் எடுத்துடா. அவரே பேசுனதே லைவ் போகல.
யாராவது எனக்கு ஒரு போட்டோ மட்டும் கொடுங்க. பேசுறப்ப பரவாயில்ல சார், அதனால தப்பு இல்லை, தப்பு இல்லைங்க சார். அரசியல்வாதி கேட்கறாங்க. நான் கனெக்ட் பண்ணாங்க. நான் ஒரு சந்திரனா சார் பேசுறதே போல்டு தான் சார். என்ன சார் இதுக்கு என்ன சார் போல்டு தேவைப்படுது? இந்த வாய்ப்பு எனக்கு கிடைக்கிறது எவ்வளவு பெரிய தவம் இருக்கு தெரியுமா? நன்றி நன்றி சார். கோத்ருவாலா சார், இல்லைன்னா உங்களை மிரட்டியாவது பண்ண வேணாம்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. பட்டம் எல்லாம் போட்டான். நீ மட்டும் எல்லாத்தையும் எடுத்துட்டு வந்துட்டாங்க. என்ன பண்ணுங்க எல்லாரும் பேச பிரயோஜனம் இல்லை, எடுங்க. எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பேரு கூரா அம்மாசியப்பன் ராமசாமி. நான் சேலம் ஸ்டீல் பிளான்ட்ல வேலை பார்க்கிறேன். என் பாப்பா வந்து ஸ்டேட் ரேங்க்ல நீட்ல 878 ரேங்க்ல இருக்காங்க. 623 மார்க் வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் தான் பண்றாங்க. அவங்க நீட் அச்சீவர் ஆயிட்டு அவங்க இப்ப செங்கல்பட்டு அரசு மருத்துவக் கல்லூரியில நேற்று அவங்களுடைய சேர்க்கை முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. அட்மிஷன் பண்ணிட்டு தான் நாங்க வந்திருக்கிறேன். அதாவது கடந்த 5 வருஷமா 6 வருஷமா நம்ம நீட் வேணாம்னு தமிழ்நாடு ஃபுல்லா சொல்றோம். ஆனாலும் நமக்கு எப்படி அதை அப்ரோச் பண்றதுன்னு தெரியாம தான் நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து பாஸ் பண்றதுல திணறிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. இன்னைக்கும் ஸ்கூல்ஸ் வந்து படிக்கிற வச்ச சப்ஜெக்டை வச்சு அந்த பசங்களை நீட்ல பாஸ் பண்ண வைக்கவே இல்லை. அதுக்கு பின்னாடி ஒரு சதி இருக்கு. அதுக்கு பின்னாடி ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்கூலும் ஒவ்வொரு ஆரக்கிள் பிஜூஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒவ்வொரு இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் வந்து உள்ள வச்சு தான் வந்து அந்த ஸ்கூல் எக்ஸாமோட சேர்ந்து நீட்டுக்கு ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்றாங்க. அப்படி பண்ணி எங்க பிள்ளைகளால செய்ய முடியும். ஏன்னா என்ன சப்ஜெக்ட் எப்படி வரும்னு தெரியாம எங்க பசங்க பிள்ளைகள் கஷ்டப்பட்டாங்க. 6 வருஷமா 15 குழந்தைங்க இறந்திருக்காங்க. ஆனாலும் இந்த வருஷம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா டாப்பர் 720 மார்க் நம்ம பசங்க தான் வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. பிரபஞ்சம் வாங்கியிருக்கான், இன்னொரு பையன் வாங்கியிருக்கான். 715 எங்க பாப்பாவோட செட்லயே வாங்கியிருக்காங்க. எங்க பாப்பா வந்து சைத்தன்யா ஸ்கூல்ல தான் படிச்சாங்க. அந்த ஸ்கூல்ல இருந்து 35 பேர் பாஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. ஸ்கூல் நிறைய ஹெல்ப் பண்றாங்க தான். ஆனா இவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்பட்டு படிக்கணுமா? ஒரு பையன் சொல்றான் நான் 15 மணி நேரம் படிச்சேன்னு சொல்றான். ஒரு +2 படிக்கிற பையன் தன்னுடைய விளையாட்டு குழந்தை தான் அது. அந்த குழந்தைக்கு வந்து 15 மணி நேரம் படிச்சு தான் அந்த நீட்டை பாஸ் பண்ணணுமா? கடந்த 30 வருஷமா 70 வருஷமா 1965 ஆரம்பிச்சது செங்கல்பட்டு அரசு மருத்துவக் கல்லூரி. அவ்வளவு இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் இருக்குது. இன்னைக்கு அதை நல்ல தரமா வச்சிருக்காங்க. இந்தியாவிலே டாப் 5ல இருக்குது. இதெல்லாம் பண்ணவங்க எல்லாம் வந்து அவங்க சொல்லிக் கொடுத்தவங்க, அவங்க உருவாக்கின வாத்தியார்லாம் எந்த நீட்டு படிச்சாங்க? தயவு செய்து என் பொண்ணு ஜெயிச்சிருச்சு. அதே மாதிரி 100 பேர் ஜெயிச்சவங்களை வச்சு பேசுறாங்க. ஒவ்வொரு பேரண்ட் அதுக்கு ஒவ்வொரு வருஷம் எவ்வளவு செலவு பண்ணாங்கன்னு கேளுங்க. அந்த செலவு யாருக்கு பண்ணாங்கன்னு கேளுங்க. அந்த பள்ளிக்கூடத்துக்கு பண்ணாங்களா? அரசு பள்ளிக்கூடத்தில் வந்து 652 பேர் சேர்ந்துட்டான்னு சொல்றாரு மாண்புமிகு மேதகு ஆளுநர் அவர்கள். அது எதனால சேர்ந்தாங்க? 7.5ங்கிற அந்த இடஒதுக்கீடு கிடைச்சதுனால தான் சேர்ந்தாங்களே தவிர நீட்டால சேர முடியல. இந்த ஆதங்கம் பெற்றோர்களுக்கு இருக்கு. அதனாலதான் நான் வந்து மேதகு ஆளுநர்கிட்ட, ஏன்னா நான் ஒரு தனி மனிதனா ஒரு பெற்றோரா ஆளுநர் எனக்கு நேரடியாக சந்திச்சு கேட்கறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்காது. ஆனா என் பொண்ணு இன்னைக்கு அச்சீவ் பண்ணதுனால இங்க எனக்கு வர்றதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு கிடைச்சது. அந்த வாய்ப்பை பயன்படுத்தி கேட்டேன், எப்ப சார் எங்களுக்கு வந்து நீட்டை பேன் பண்ணி நீங்க சைன் பண்ணி தருவீங்கன்னு கேட்டேன். அவ்வளவுதான். இந்த கேள்வி அவர் முடியவே முடியாதுன்ட்டாரு. அது ஆளுநர் சொல்றாரு அரசாங்கம் இருக்கு, நாங்க அரசாங்கத்தை எல்லாம் நம்புறோம், எல்லா கட்சியும் வேணான்னு சொல்ற ஒரு நீட்டா ஆளுநர் வேணும் நான் பண்ணவே மாட்டேன்னு சொல்றாரு. அவரோட எல்லைக்குள்ள இருக்கிற நானு. அதனால இது உங்கள் மூலமா வெளியில போகட்டும். நீட் பாஸ் பண்ண முடியாதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம பசங்களுக்காக நான் பேச வரலைங்க. இதனால பாதிக்கப்பட்ட இந்த 555 மார்க் 545 மார்க் எடுத்த பசங்க நீட் எக்ஸாமுக்கு போக முடியலைங்க. 520 என்னமா வருஷத்துக்கு 4 லட்சம் ரூபாய் செலவு பண்றாங்க. 9th 10th 11th 12th 20 லட்சம் ரூபாய் செலவு பண்ற அளவுக்கு எனக்கு வந்து சம்பளம் வாங்குறேன். மத்திய அரசு வேலை பார்க்கறேன். அதனால செய்ய முடியுது. இதே வந்து மற்ற ஸ்டூடெண்ட் செய்ய முடியுமா? அது செய்ய முடியுமா? நீட் கோச்சிங் தனியா யாரும் வாங்குறது இல்லை மேடம். அதெல்லாம் ஸ்கூல்லயே வச்சுக்கிறாங்க. அது நீட் கோச்சிங் போனா தானே பிரச்சனை ஆகுது. நிறைய பேர் நீட் கோச்சிங் சில நண்பர்கள் சொன்னாங்க நீட் நான் வந்து இல்லாமலே கூட பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன். ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா தான் இருக்கு. அப்படி படிக்கிற பையன் 100ல் ஒருத்தர் தான் இருப்பாங்க மேடம். எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸும் பாருங்க. மற்ற பேரண்ட்ஸ் இந்த எலிஜிபிளை தாண்ட பசங்கள்லாம் நான் இருக்கேன். இந்த எலிஜிபிள் தாண்ட முடியாம கோர்ட்டுக்கு கீழே இருக்கிறவனோட அந்த பேரண்ட்ஸ் அந்த குழந்தையோட மனநிலை நினைச்சு பாருங்க. அந்த மனநிலை நினைச்சு பாருங்க. அதனால தான் பேசுறேன். நன்றி மேடம், நன்றி. என் பேர் KR அம்மாசியப்பன், கூரார் அம்மாசியப்பன் ராமசாமி. நான் சேலம் உருக்காலையில் பணிபுரிகிறேன். நான் ஒரு இயற்கை விவசாயி. நன்றி, நன்றி, நன்றி.
ஸ்டேட் ரேங்க் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு அரசு கோட்டாவிலே எங்களுக்கு வந்து மருத்துவக் கல்லூரி கிடைச்சிருக்கு. அந்த பெஸ்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கெல்லாம் மருத்துவக் கல்லூரியில் வந்து ஒரு அவார்டு கொடுக்குறாங்க. இன்னைக்கு ஆளுநர் வந்து அந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் ராஜ்பவனில் இருக்கிறாங்க. கவர்னர் மாட்டாங்க பாரதியார் மரத்தில் வந்து அவங்க கொடுத்தாங்க. அவர் பேசினாரு. வீட்டை பற்றி அச்சீவ் பண்ணவங்க பேசுறதுக்கு வந்து அவங்க அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணி கொடுத்தாங்க. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். 5 ஆண்டு காலமாக நீட் எக்ஸாம் நம்ம அப்ரோச் பண்ணுறது தெரியாமல் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ரொம்ப முடிச்சுட்டு இருந்தாங்க. இன்னைக்கு அதுக்கான வேலை கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க. எந்த மாதிரி படிச்சா என்ன மாதிரி போகுதுன்னு அதுக்கு பின்னாடி இருக்கிறது எல்லாமே கோச்சிங் சென்டர்ஸ் தான். எந்தெந்த பள்ளிக்கூடத்தில் அந்த ஸ்கூல்ல சிலபஸ் சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாங்க. அது போக ஸ்கூல் வாத்தியார்கள் சிலபஸ் கவர் பண்ண முடியலன்னா ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்கூலும் ஒரு படிப்போட சேர்ந்து நீட்டும் கொடுக்குறாங்க. அதனால பண்றதுனால இன்னைக்கு இவ்வளவு பேர் நம்ம அச்சீவ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். இந்தியாவிலே டாப்பஸ்ட் ஸ்கோர் வாங்கின பையனும் நம்ம தமிழ்நாட்டு.
நம்ம இது லைவ்ல போயிடுச்சா? இவருக்கு தனி பேட்டி கொடுத்தது போயிடுச்சா?
பாப்பாவோட படிச்சவங்கள 30 பேருக்கு மேல பாஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. இவ்வளவு பாஸ் பண்ணி போறதை வச்சு பெருமைப்பட்டுக்கிட்டு நம்ம சொல்றோம். இந்த பார் 540 வரைக்கும் வந்து 3 தடவை சொல்றாங்க. 3 சான்ஸ் கிடைக்குங்க.
அது ரெண்டு நமக்கே
நினைச்சு பாரு. +2 படிச்சு சம்பந்தம் இல்லாம சப்ஜெக்ட் 3 கேமரா போயிட்டு தோழர் சொல்றாரு. ரொம்ப வருத்தமா இருக்கு எனக்கு. ஒரே சப்ஜெக்ட் 3
யூடியூப் போதே தெரியாது.
13 மணி நேரம் 14 மணி நேரம் படிக்கிறேன்னு சொல்றாங்க.
ஹலோ, நான் ஒரு 3 பாயிண்ட் தானே அடிச்சிருக்கேன். நான் அதை மட்டும் போடுறேன். நான் ஒரு 3 பாயிண்ட் தான் என்கிட்ட இருக்கு. புரியல. ஆளுநர் மாளிகையில உள்ளதான் உள்ள பாரதியார் மண்டபத்துக்கு வெளியில. நீங்க வாங்க, பாரதியார் மண்டபத்துக்கு வெளியில. போராட்டம்லாம் இல்ல, போராட்டம்லாம் இல்ல. நீங்க இங்க வாங்க, வாங்கிக்கலாம். அடிச்சுறாங்க.
எதை சரி செய்ய முடியாதோ அதை சகித்துக் கொள்ளும். எதை சகித்துக் கொள்ள முடியாதோ அதை சரி செய்ய சொன்னாங்க. அந்த சகித்துக் கொள்ள முடியாம சரி செய்ய முடியாம தத்தளிக்கிற சாதாரண பெற்றோரா நாங்க இருக்கோம். ஏன் அப்படின்னா இதுக்காக செலவு பண்ற பணம் இருக்கு பாருங்க, அது சாதாரண பணம் இல்லைங்க. +2 படிக்கிற வரைக்கும் செலவுக்கும் இந்த நீட்டுக்காக அது பள்ளிக்கூடத்துக்குள்ளேயே வாங்குறதுனால தனியாக தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது யாருக்குமே. பணம் இருக்கிறவங்க பாஸ் பண்ணி போயிடலாம். ஏழை எளிய மக்களுக்கு யாவும் வாய்ப்பு இருக்கா? எத்தனை பேருக்கு அந்த வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்கும்னு சொல்லி கேட்கறேன்.
ஹலோ,
ஏதாவது பண்ணுங்க.
பேரை சொல்லி சொல்றேன். பின்னாடி வந்துருவா. இன்னைக்கு நீங்க ஆளுநர்கிட்ட மிக தெளிவா அதுவும் போல்டா தமிழ்நாடே கேட்கக்கூடிய ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்டீங்க. என்ன கேட்டீங்க, ஏன் கேட்டீங்க?
நானும் நீங்களே சொல்லிட்டீங்க ஆளுநர்கிட்ட தமிழ்நாடே கேட்கற கேள்வின்னு. நான் தனி மனிதனா ஒவ்வொரு பெற்றோரை அங்கேயே கேட்டுட்டு தான் இருக்காங்க. ஒரு தனி மனிதனா ஒரு பெற்றோரை என்னால் கேட்கறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. இன்னைக்கு அந்த வாய்ப்பு என் மகளால் எனக்கு ராஜ்பவனுக்கு உள்ள வரக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பு கிடைச்சிது.
நீட் அச்சீவருக்கு வந்து அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணி பாராட்டு விழா பண்ணுறதாங்க கூப்பிட்டுருந்தாரு. என் பாப்பா 623 மார்க் வாங்கியிருக்கா. டைத்தனியாவில் தான் படித்தேன். நான் சேலம் ஊர்காலையிலேருந்து வர்றேன். நான் வந்து என் பேர் பூரா அம்மாசியப்பன். ஆனால் வந்து நாங்கள் நேற்று வந்து மெடிக்கல் காலேஜில் எனக்கு சீட்டு கிடைச்சிச்சு. என் கனவு, நான் மருதுநில கனவோடு நான் இருக்கேன், விவசாயி. என் பொண்ணு மருத்துவ கனவோடு இருக்கேன். என் பையன் வந்து ஏரோநாட்டிக் இன்ஜினியரிங் இங்கே தான் அண்ணா யூனிவர்சிட்டி தான் படித்தேன். படிக்க வைக்கிறதுலையோ படிக்கிறதுலையோ நம்ம பசங்களை குறை சொல்ல நான் வரல. இவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டு மேலே எத்தணுமான்னு தான் கேட்குறேன். 80% படிக்கிற மாணவன்லாம் படிக்கிறவனே இல்லை. 95 மேலே போகிறவன் தான் பண்ணுறவனா படிக்கிற பையனா. 13 மணி நேரம் 15 மணி நேரம் படிக்கணும். அந்த பையனுக்கு விளையாட்டு வேண்டாமா, மியூசிக் வேண்டாமா? 720 வாங்கின பிரபஞ்சம் அது பண்ணலையா? ஆனா மக்களை பண்ண சொல்லி பிரபஞ்சம் சொல்றாரு. 720 வாங்கின பையன் சொல்றான். அப்பதான் நான் கேட்டேன், வெற்றி பெற்ற அந்த 100 பேர்த்த கொண்டாடுறீங்களே, 5400 ஸ்கூல்ல படிச்ச பசங்களோட நிலைமையை நினைச்சு பாருங்க. அவன் மெடிக்கல் காலேஜ் சாதாரணமா போற வழி மட்டும் விடுங்க, போறவங்க போறாங்க, கஷ்டப்படாதீங்க. இப்படி குத்தி அந்த குழந்தைய தூக்கி விட்டு ரணம் பண்ண வேணாங்கிறத கேட்டேன். அந்த கேள்விதான் நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி தமிழ்நாடே கடந்த 8 வருஷம் கேள்வியை எப்ப சார் நீட்டு வேணான்னு சொல்ற மசோதா கையெழுத்து போட்டு கிளியர் பண்ணுவீங்கன்னு கேட்டேன். அவ்வளவுதான், எளிமையான கேள்விதான். அவர் கேட்க போயிட்டேன். ரொம்ப வந்து சொன்னாரு, முடியவே முடியாது. எத்தனையோ இடத்துல வந்து இது மாதிரி சொல்லல, பேரண்ட்ஸ்னால சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. உங்க மூலமா நம்ம தமிழ்நாடு அரசுக்கும் போகும், எல்லாத்துக்கும் போகும். என்ன நல்லது நடக்கணும்னு நான் ஆசைப்படுறேன்.
நீட்னால மட்டும்தான் அதிக மாணவர்கள்
நீட்டால போகல. 15 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இறந்ததை பத்தி அவர் பேசவே இல்லை. 15 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் நீட்டால தான் இருந்திருக்கான். எக்ஸாம் போக முடியாம இருந்திருக்கான், போய் பாஸ் பண்ண முடியாம இருந்திருக்கான். அவன் பேரண்ட்ஸை பத்தி யாரும் கவலையே பட மாட்டீங்களா? அவனுக்கு ஒரு புள்ள தானே, ஒரு புள்ள தானே. எப்படி அது பேரண்டா உங்களுக்கு மனசு கொதிக்கல, மனசாட்சி இல்ல, உங்களுக்கு பிடிக்கலங்கிறது அடுத்த விஷயம். அங்க ஒரு தவறு நடக்குது நீங்க சொல்றீங்கல்ல, இவ்வளவு அதிகாரத்துல இருக்கிறீங்க, அதை சரி பண்றதுக்கு நீட்டு தான் தீர்வா? நீட்டு தான் தீர்வா? அந்த கேள்வி ஒண்ணு இருக்குல்ல. 7.10 7.20 ஒதுக்கீடு